Just days after arriving in Lebanon 3 years ago, Noura wished she'd never come. At 20 years old, she left her home in Ethiopia to work as a housemaid for a family in Beirut. But the father harassed and eventually assaulted her.
One time I didn't see him. I was in a room alone. I was cleaning, so he came in. There was nothing I could do. He said to me, "I'm going to have sex with you." He did the same thing 3 times. Imagine, every day I have the same fear.
Left alone one day, she escaped, but she had no papers or money. It's common for the agency to confiscate a worker's passport and take their first 3 months' wages as a fee. Since then, she's been living and working here illegally.
It's so hard to be alone here, knowing nobody. And with someone doing that to you, you can't imagine how hard it is.
She's just one of many who suffer here under the kefala system, which brings immigrant workers to Lebanon through private agencies. They should receive 1 day off a week, 1 week off a year, and a regular salary of $200 a month. But these rules are common practice, not law.
There's
no written legislation at the moment about the sponsorship system. Every domestic worker who works in a house in Lebanon has a specific sponsor, and this sponsor has control of every part of her life, both personal and public.
As a result, foreign workers have few rights. Seeking justice is difficult, with their employers monitoring their movements. And if they escape, they can't go to the police in case they're arrested for being undocumented. A group of workers is trying to change that. They've created a secret social network to share experiences and support those in the worst situations.
Are we not human beings? Even if we go to the embassy, there is nobody to help you. That's why we're forming groups to help ourselves.
Recent headlines have helped their cause. Several domestic workers resorted to suicide this year. The resulting protests emboldened them to petition the government. But little will change soon. Facing a deadlock in parliament, an economic downturn, and a long-running refugee crisis, domestic workers just aren't a priority for the government. For Noura, any reform would be too little, too late. She's waiting for new travel documents and will fly home as soon as she's saved enough for the ticket.